Well, this is Friday morning. I didn't leave the boat at all yesterday. Just tried to take care of some stuff. I shot some footage of me trying to get my VHF together, but it didn't really take, or it's working. I don't really know if it was or not. Let's see. Can you see the lighthouse behind me? I don't know. Today it's a little overcast, little breeze. It's had about, I don't know, maybe a 8, 9 knot wind blowing. I'm going to take and show you a couple little things. Most of the time later today I'll be getting my engine ready, checking the oils, all the fluids and stuff while I have the time. And because I'll probably be heading, I think I'm going to head south. Try to make it down to Fort Pierce area. If I make it down that way, I can wait. If there's a good crossing, I'll cross over to the Bahamas. If I don't feel comfortable about it, I'll wait and either start to head up or stay there a little bit longer. But I set out to go to the Bahamas this year, and I'll be damned. I'm stubborn, and I think I'm going to try to do it. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the things that, one of the things that I have to do to help conserve power is water. I have all kinds of jerry jugs of water here, and instead of one of the biggest power draws I have is when I use the water pump. That takes a good bit of power. So when I come up here and fill up these my little jugs of stuff, and then take them back in and just directly pour them in for flushing the commode or doing stuff with making coffee or cleaning up and things like that. I'm going to show you how I do that. Now I'm back. Yeah, I use just a little simple siphon hose I put in here, and I use this to take the water directly from my jerry jugs into these cans. And what this does, it really does save you a lot of power, because I can take and fill these up like this physically directly from the jerry jugs, and then I carry these back in, and it saves a good bit of battery power. If you figure I'm pumping 5 gallons at a time, and that pump's running for a couple minutes. And like I said, that's one of the biggest draws that I have on it. And let's see, there's something out there. Oh, dolphins are chasing fish over there. I see all that water disrupted. It was great yesterday. I had ospreys. Whoops. I had ospreys landing. I had dolphins flying around. I had birds flying all around. Dolphins playing and feeding. Had ospreys fishing right out here outside the boat. So it's a pretty nice little spot. Let's see if he comes back up again. He was over there thrashing around a minute ago. You may have seen him come up, I'm not sure. Well, if I don't catch him, so be it. They've been out here quite a bit though. Must be a really nice little feeding spot for them. So I've seen them playing out here every day somewhere. Okay, here we go. I got those 3 jugs filled up, 1 more to go. When I get that done, I'll cap them all off, take them back inside, and that's what I'm going to use for water for the next little bit. Okay, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to go into town or not. There he is. He's coming up really close today. There he is, see that? Everybody loves to have a dolphin friend, right? Right behind the boat. Like everybody out in the water's got to have a dolphin shot. Well, this one's a pretty good one here. Where you coming up? There he goes again. I mean, that's pretty cool. dolphins just come out just like this. It's just inside the inlet. It's a little shallow harbor. I should like to come in here just to feed, especially when the tides change. Well, I'm in the process of checking everything out in the engine and stuff, getting ready for my departure beginning next week. I had a little bit of an oil leak, not much. I mean, it was coming out and collecting down in the engine bills down there, but it wasn't much at all. I think it's coming from behind here, the dogs on that, because it looked like I had a little bit of oil coming down and through this way. So I'm going to tighten them up, and checked all the fluids so far. They're all good, and I'm going to change the belt out today. It's getting a little bit wore, and I'm getting a lot of this belt dust. It's just everywhere in here, and I think it's because I think the pulley here is different than the pulley on here, or they're not really lined up properly, and they're getting chafed and wore. It's going to take a little bit to figure out all that. I'm not sure if I can adjust it that way or not, but I'm going to take and replace this belt. I've checked the antifreeze, checked the oil. It's all good. We'll go back and check the transmission after a while, but I'll just do that. I'm going to change this belt out, and that should take care of most of my prep, except for starting the engine, making sure it works again. All right, and preparations for my departure next week. Well, I just got back on the boat. Luckily, I came in, left, as soon as I get ready to get to the dinghy dock, just all hell broke loose. Huge storm, thunderstorm, waves, rain. Let me show you, I'd like to show you outside. Outside, it is just awful out here. The waves are running around, the wind was blowing. There was almost like water spouts coming out of the clouds over there. Thunder, lightning, and it started right when I got on the dinghy ride. So I got soaked. All the grocery got soaked. I'm soaked. So I gotta get everything undone. I got some clean clothes, dry clothes, and recuperate from that little trip. Well, I made it. Well, I got back in, I just told you that, but I got changed into my dry clothes. But this is just all, I had all these groceries to carry back on the boat, all this food and stuff. I had a backpack full and 4 bags of groceries, and coming through this mess, it was a squall. I just had all kinds of severe weather, thunderstorms, lightning strike alerts on my phone, but my phone was here, so I didn't have it. I made it back. Luckily, my little dinghy motor made it, but I didn't go very fast, but I was fighting literally 1.5 foot waves every second and a half. I was running right into them. I was running into the wind. I got splashed water over the bow multiple times, totally wet, totally drenched, barely crawling along, and there's stuff floating out there from people's boats. And the worst looks like it's passed over now, but that was, I probably would have been better off trying to hunker down somewhere. I thought I was going to beat it, but I didn't. It got me. But it's all okay. I'm safe and sound. Dry now, changed. Well, after all that, it's still pretty cloudy over there, but the sun's trying to poke its little head out over that way. But you can see all the big dark clouds are blowing. Those clouds are blowing toward me up here. So this little bit of sunshine isn't going to last very long. But I thought, yeah, it's funny. As quick as just as nasty it can be one moment. Next minute, the sun comes out. And there's practically no waves out here now, just a little bit of wind blowing, but I mean, it was like, it was a gale. I mean, exactly what it was. And luckily, I kind of feel good that I was on a mooring ball instead of anchor somewhere. That was a hell of a blow. Okay, this one poor guy, he trying to row in. I guess he waited till after the storm was through before he took off. Smart fella. Okay, well, hello, a little bit of sun. Probably all the sun I'm going to see today. It's good while it lasted. Bye.